Hi guys! Today we are finishing off the edge of the Check My Back bag. So we are at the end of the edge and I am going to show you how I join these two on the best way possible. So we have this double-faced stitch here. I have the last stitch I knitted is the join or the decrease from your bag. So let's knit back until our thread is resting at the end of the row. All right. So here we have the startup and where we are now. And now I am going to pick up the stitches. So I have only the purled ones on the back and the knitted ones on front. So this I would knit. So I will pluck it up, and this is the purled one. So this goes on a second needle. All right. And pull through so you can tip of the needle at the start. And these backside needles, you can just let them rest. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stitches on the front and supposed to be 6 needles. Now I will take out my needle and cut the yarn. You need about this amount, 30 centimeters or so. Great. So this is a type of a Kitchner stitch. I wouldn't maybe say that it is absolutely like traditional Kitchner stitch because we have a little different starting point. But this is the most important side because this is the one showing on the front, and the back side is not that important to look good, but try your best. So I am starting to join here, and now I'm going under the first stitch. Pull through. So now we have joined our first stitch. And as a Kitchener stitch, I will go in from the back, like that, and again in the same stitch. And from the front, and in from the back. Now I will go around following stitch. In from the front and up to the back. And around the following stitch. In from the front and out to the and around the following stitch. In from the front and out to through the back. And this is what it will look like. Pretty seamless, I would say. And remember to keep the tension here. In from the front and out to the back. As you can see, it resembles Kitchner stitch a lot, but it's not quite the same since the startup looks a bit different. In from the front and out through the back. Every stitch and then around the stitch on the other side. And here at the end, I will leave the last stitch and jank it through to the other side. I can recommend using a crochet needle for this task. I did not, and it worked. Yeah, you know. And now you have the following 6 stitches plus the one from the front, and unite them to one needle, pull it through all the way. Once you have all stitches on the same needle, you still have to pull through the thread and sewing needle from the front to the back. Now you can just continue with the same Kitchener stitch throughout the entire needle, so you have all stitches sewn together. And as before, we go through the stitch, in from the front, and out through the back of the next stitch. Exactly as on the front side of the bag. I'm continuing with the same stitches until all stitches have been sewn throughout the row. And the last stitches usually are pretty loose. So keep track of the tension, and I usually make a extra stitch from the sides so I have like a better tension at the end. Here you can see me going around extra stitch to like finish it off. And like that. Pretty neat result. Remember to fasten your thread and locking it in to the tube. Like that. And finish up with a little knot at the end to keep it safe and in place. and feed in your little ends. And voila! You can now cut the thread and continue on to the next step of the bag.